What if someone quietly changed the meaning of a word? And that single change slowly puts your entire city in danger. What if calling a mountain not a mountain could turn where you live into a desert within your own lifetime? This sounds like a bad movie plot, but it is real. And it is happening right now to India's oldest mountains. Today's video is important for every person who lives in North India. We are talking about Aravalli Hills, an ancient natural wall that quietly protects our cities, water, wildlife, and climate every single day. But a new rule was accepted by the Supreme Court of India, putting this protective wall in serious danger, and most people don't even realize yet. First, let's clearly understand the new rule because it sounds simple, reasonable, and harmless when you hear it for the first time. The court was asked a basic question: what exactly counts as an Aravalli Hills that deserves forest protection under the law? The answer was given this: a hill must rise at least 100 meters above the surrounding land to be protected. At first glance, 100 meters sounds scientific, objective, and fair because numbers feel neutral and trustworthy to our minds. But now, look at what this number actually does when applied to real Aravalli range across northwestern India. Scientists have identified 1,281 individual hills that make up the Aravalli system. Because of this rule, only 1,048 hills are even considered, and here comes the truly shocking part. Out of those hills, more than 91% are shorter than 100 meters, and that could lose legal forest protection. That means 9 out of 10 ancient hills could disappear on paper overnight without cutting a single tree yet. One day, they are protected forest, and the next day, they become empty land ready for mining, construction, or real estate. But the problem goes deeper because the rule measures height from the surrounding ground, not from sea level. This is not a technical detail. This is a dangerous loophole that allows hills to legally disappear without breaking the law. Just imagine a hill that is 98 meters tall from the natural ground around it and currently protected. Now imagine trucks dumping soil, debris, and construction waste all around the base of that hill. The hill itself is untouched, but the surrounding ground is artificially raised using dumped materials. Suddenly, on paper, the hill appears only 50 meters tall, even though nothing about the hill actually changed. By the rule, that hill is no longer protected, and development is legally allowed to begin. A law meant to protect nature can now be used as a tool to erase it without ever touching the summit. So why should this matter to you personally, sitting at home watching this video on your phone or PC? Because these hills are not scenery, they are working systems that keep deserts, floods, and water crises away from your life. First, the desert moves, because Aravalli Hills are the only barrier stopping Thar desert winds from reaching our cities. If this barrier breaks, sandstorms, dust, and desert conditions can slowly move into Gurugram, Delhi, and surrounding regions. Second, wildlife corridors collapse, trapping animals like leopards and deer inside isolated forest islands. When animals cannot move or mix, they weaken genetically, fall sick, and eventually disappear forever. Third, the most critical, we lose water, because these hills act like a giant sponge, storing rain underground. Replace hills with cement, and rainwater runs away, causing floods first, then severe water shortage later. So let's connect the dots. A height rule removes protection, a loophole allows manipulation, and the consequences affect everyone. There is currently a pause on mining, but powerful interests are waiting patiently for attention to fade. The story is not finished, and your voice matters more than you think in shaping what happens next. Share this video, talk about it, and question it, and keep learning, because silence is what allows damage to continue. This is not about rocks or trees, it is about air, water, and wildlife, and the future we leave behind. I am Ritik, signing off.